Hey, sixth period. Today I'm going to teach you how to make cheesy grits. So you're going to need some salt, or I use seasoning salt because it's a better taste, a rubber spatula, some measuring spoons and a measuring cup, cheese. I like Velveeta because it's a better taste and it's easier to melt, approximately 45% less fat too, a measuring cup, grits, a knife, a cutting board, and finally a medium saucepan. Now first what you're going to want to do is get your water, and you need approximately 1/3 cup, or 3 cups, sorry, 3 cups. So that's 3 cups, and then to make this quicker, I'm going to turn this on to high heat so the water boils faster. Then you add the water, then you wait for it to boil. So while it's boiling, let's just cut the cheese. Yes, I said cut the cheese. And for this, you're gonna want not a lot of cheese because you don't need that much, because too much cheese will make it taste bad. You're gonna measure out 4 ounces, and it says on the cheese brick 4 ounces, so it's just about a little bit of it's just a cube. Now when you have your cheese out of the foil, you want to cut it into like half inch cubes, because when you add that to the grits, it melts quicker. So there you go. From there, you cut it again after you turn it, and then you come with your cubes. So there you go. And if you want more cheese, then you can just cut off a little bit more and add it. So when the water gets done boiling, which is going to be pretty soon actually, I thought that was going to be less, you're going to want to get 3/4 of a cup. So you're going to have to do some basic math here and use 1/4 cup of this. And then you just add that, then you add 3/4 teaspoons of salt, or seasoning salt. Now that the water's boiling, what you're going to want to do is measure out 3/4 teaspoons of the salt, or seasoning salt, which I'm using. And then you're going to add it to the water, the boiling water. That's all I'm going to do, because seasoning salt is a lot stronger than regular salt, so I use a little bit less than what I should. And now what you're going to do is put your grits in, and then you're going to measure out 3/4 cups. Oops, I spilled. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Now since you have all the grits in, turn your heat to maybe a simmer, because you don't want them to overcook. Now since their grits are in there, you want to stir it for approximately 5 to 6 minutes, or until they have absorbed the water. Now you just keep stirring. Now you don't have to keep doing this for too long. I mean, all you got to do is just stir it for a little, and then put the cap on it, and then every 30 seconds or so open it up, and then begin to stir it again, just lightly, not a lot. I haven't really been keeping time, but I'm assuming it's been 30 seconds. So you want to go open up the lid and lightly stir. And the only reason mine is a little bit orange like this, I haven't added the cheese yet, but the only reason mine is a little bit orange like this is because of the seasoning salt. It's kind of an orangish look. That's okay. So then once you're done stirring that for a little bit, you can put the lid back on, and then wait for another 30 seconds. Now it's another 30 seconds, and you open it up and stir. Now if you want to have a little bit extra of the thickness of it, then you just got to leave it on for a little bit longer than 5 to 6 minute period that you kind of want it on for, your cook time. So, looks about right. Now I'm going to add my cheese. And what I got to do is just drop it in there like this. And again, if you want more cheese or less cheese, then just add accordingly. You just stir this until it's all melted. Ooh, it's already starting to melt. Sorry, a little bit of a twist there. Now the cheese is almost about done here, done melting, except I'm gonna bump it up to medium heat because I like my grits to be a little bit extra thick than what other people might like them. And if you don't like them as thick and you might like them a little bit more runny and stuff, all you gotta do is just add a little bit more water than what is desired. So, looks about fine here. Now, when you're done cooking it, you can either let it sit to cool off, because this is like molten lava right now, so if you try and eat it right now, you're probably gonna burn your tongue off or singe it really bad. And there we go. Stove's off. I'm just gonna keep stirring it for a little bit so I can distribute the heat. And cool it off a little bit, even though it probably won't cool off for a little bit, for a while. There, that's just about as thick as I like them. So I'm gonna get my spoon and a bowl. And then we're gonna eat it. Now that you're done, and you have your bowl, and you have your spoon, or your eating utensil, whatever you wanna eat it with, I'd prefer a spoon. And then you wanna pour it. That looks really good. And trust me, there's a lot of it. Probably got too small of a bowl. Scrape it off and then add that in. Yeah, there's a lot right there. I did not realize that it's gonna be that much. Haven't cooked grits in a while. And you don't always have to cook the cheesy grits either. You can just cook you can have breakfast grits too. You can add it with egg, or you can add brown sugar and syrup. I like that. That tastes really good. Now what you want to do after this, just to be a good child, you're gonna put it in the sink and you're gonna wash it. Yay! Everyone's favorite job. Except you want to do it while the grits are still warm, so they come off easier. Now if you let it dry, then you're gonna have to soak it in warm water, and it's just too big of a hassle. I'll get back to that. Now what we're gonna do is eat it.